So, Namaskar, all of you. Mentorship batch for civil service day 2 रे ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସ୍ୱାଗତ କରୁଛି। ତ ଏବେ ଆମେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ପଲିଟି ଆଣ୍ଡ କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ସେଇ ପାର୍ଟଟା କରୁଛୁ ଆଜି ଡେ 2। ଡେ 1 ରେ ଆମେ ହିଷ୍ଟୋରିକାଲ ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡଟା ଦେଖିଥିଲୁ। ଆଜି ଆମେ मेकिंग ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ଟା ଦେଖିବୁ। So I hope you are ready with the chapter ଆପଣ ପଢି ସାରିଛନ୍ତି ତାକୁ। So before going to that part, ଆମର जो annual plan अछि तार week 1 अछि। So historical background yesterday we had covered, making of the constitution ଆମେ ଆଜି cover କରୁଛୁ। Okay, as per the plan. So first we will go to the MCQs. Okay, prelims ର questions ରହୁଛି। ଯୋଉମାନେ ନୂଆ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଏଇ particular course ରେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରି शेड्यूल्ड प्लान हिसाବରେ ଗୋଟେ 1 year annual plan हिसाବରେ ଆମେ प्रिपरेशन କରୁଛୁ। ପିଲାମାନେ ସେଲ୍ଫ ପ୍ରିପରେशन କଲା ପରେ क्वेश्चन आंसर्स ଆମେ ଏଇଠି डिस्कस କରୁଛୁ ଆଉ मेंस ର इवैल्यूएशन होଉଛି। ओके, सो 100 questions ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ prelims रो दिया होची every day based on that chapter ଆଉ मेंस रो 10 questions रहउची जहार word specific model answers ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ मिलुची। ओके, which we will see। ता भितरु हमें ओपन YouTube रे हमें 6टा भितरु 10टा questions डिस्कस करछु MCQ रो prelims में ଆଉ फर्स्ट दीटा क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करूछु मेंस रो 10टा क्वेश्चन भितर। ओके, फर्स्ट दीटा क्वेश्चन माने सेक्शन ए रो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन और सेक्शन बी रो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। ओके, सो लेट अस नाउ स्टार्ट आज रो चैप्टर हमरो मेकिंग ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। क्वेश्चन को चलंतु। कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग फिगर्स रिलेटिंग टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली अंडर द कैबिनेट मिशन प्लान। टोटल मेंबरशिप 389, representatives of chief commissioner provinces 93, representatives of Indian princely states 4. How many of these are correctly marked? Okay, so only one has been correctly marked. So तारो details अपन देखो। Okay, statement 1 टा देखो total membership 389 एटा ठीक अछि। Out 2 or 3 these are not correct। Okay, so that is how explanation that you can details से पढ़िए। Okay, question 2 question, which of the following were features of method envisaged by cabinet mission plan for constituting the constituent assembly? Provincial representatives were to be elected by provincial legislative assemblies. Okay, so this is correct. Proportional representation by means of single transferable vote was prescribed okay, so that is also correct. General Muslims and Sikh members of provincial assemblies were to elect representatives excuse me, representatives through their respective sections. That is also correct. Representatives of princely states were to be directly elected on universal adult franchise. So that is wrong. Someone को nominate करा होता है। Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 are correct. So D will be the correct answer. Question 3 question 2. Which of the following statements regarding temporary presiding officer at the first sitting of Constituent Assembly is correct? Sachidananda Sinha was invited to act as temporary chairman on 9 December 1946. So both factual अच्छे. Okay, but this is correct. Rajendra Prasad acted as temporary chairman before being elected permanent chairman. So this is wrong. B.N. Rao acted as temporary chairman because he was the constitutional advisor. This is also wrong. J.B. Kripalani acted as temporary chairman and invited Sachidananda Sinha to become president. Okay, so A is the correct answer. Now come to question 4. Consider the following regarding the first sitting of Constituent Assembly. It was held on 9 December 1946. It met in Constitutional Hall in New Delhi. 207 members were present and completed the required credentials or registration formalities. Which of these are correct? So if you see, all the three are correct. Okay. Again, this is factual. Kintu जेहेतु 100 questions रहुची each chapter रा सेथरे initially question 1 to 25 to 30 around factual questions रहुची. Okay. 30 to 35 to around 60 खंडे conceptual questions रहुची और last पूरा टिके higher level questions अपन को रहुची 70 75 to 100%. Question 5% with reference to the election of permanent presiding officer of Constituent Assembly, consider the following. Okay, Rajendra Prasad was elected to the chair. The election took place on 11 December 1946. The nomination was unopposed. Sachidananda Sinha continued as permanent chairman simultaneously. Okay, so fourth is wrong. Baki tinta theek hochi. So B is the correct answer. Okay. Question 6%. Which of the following statements regarding objective resolution is correct? It is an important part. Objective resolution mains by pre mains aguru be UPSC questions asked. Jawaharlal Nehru moved it on 13th December 1946 and the Constituent Assembly adopted it on 22nd January 1947. That is correct. Rajendra Prasad moved it on 9th December, so the facts again, so this is wrong. B.R. Ambedkar moved it wrong, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel moved it, that is also wrong. Okay, so it was moved by Jawaharlal Nehru. So save to hame about facts ko jo padhiyo. Okay, consider the following events: adoption of national flag by Constituent Assembly, India becoming independent, appointment of the drafting committee. How many of the above occurred before the drafting committee was appointed? Okay, so the answer is only 2. Okay, only 2 of these occurred before the drafting committee was appointed. Okay, so flag adaptation ही थी ना, और अपन को independence मिल जाए. Okay, then came the drafting committee. So, जो दीटा है ना, flag adaptation, okay, adoption of the flag and Indian independence. Question 8%. Which of the following subjects were assigned to the proposed Union under Cabinet Mission Plan? Foreign Affairs, Defense, Communication, raising finances necessary for Union subjects. Okay, so all of these are correct. Question 9%. Arrange the following events in chronological order. Okay, adoption of the objective resolution, first sitting of Constituent Assembly, moving of objective resolution, establishment of advisory committee on fundamental rights, minorities and tribal and excluded areas. तो प्रथम सिटिंग टा ही ना Constituent Assembly रो. Okay, तापर objective resolution टा move ही ना. Okay, then establishment objective resolution टा pass ही थी ना, और last रे अपन अगर establishment of advisory committee on fundamental rights, minorities and tribal and excluded areas. So A is the correct answer. आदि जोटा देखिए last question. Consider the following pairs. Committee on Rules of Procedure, Rajendra Prasad. House Committee, P. Peter Sitaramaiah. Order of Business Committee, K. Munshi, and Committee on the Function of Constituent Assembly, Jimmy Mavlankar. Okay, so which of these are correctly paired? Okay, so all of these are correct. Okay. So ଏଇଗୁଡ଼ା ଯୋଉମାନେ join କରିଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ଏମିତି ଯଦି ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ପଢିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି as a question bank ସେମିତି ବି ପଢିପାରିବେ. ଆକୁ ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ହିସାବରେ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି of all the 100 questions, okay, ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ quiz ताको दे पारिए जोटी कि 100 क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट कला पर केते मार्क्स रैंक एक्सेट्रा आपनको सेक्शनल ओके स्ट्रेंथ्स एंड वीकनेसेस से सब गरिका आपनकर आसी ओके नाउ ऑन द सेम टॉपिक नाउ लेट अस गो टू आवर मेंस आंसर राइटिंग ओके सो सेक्शन 1 रो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन को आसंतो examine the significance of objective resolution in shaping the philosophical foundation of Indian constitution तदरे बेसिक फोकस आपन को गोटे की दी लाइन का इंट्रोडक्शन पर सीधा केमिति सेटा फिलोसॉफिकल एस्पेक्ट आई फिगर रे आपन बेटर जानि पारिबे ओके सो पॉपुलर सोवरेनिटी जस्टिस लिबर्टी इक्वालिटी माइनॉरिटी एंड ट्राइबल protection and also for richer sections national unity and integrity democratic representative institutions okay तो तारा इफेक्ट कौन रहिला प्रियम्बल ऊपर फंडामेंटल राइट्स ऊपर आउ डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसी ऊपर से गुडा पॉइंट वाइज अपन को देखिबार अछि ओके 159 वर्ड्स रो अपन करा ए क्वेश्चन ता मॉडल आंसर ता अछि नाउ लेट अस गो टू सेक्शन बी हमरा सेक्शन ए और सेक्शन बी पांच पांचटा क्वेश्चंस में डिवाइड करछु सेक्शन बी रे बेसिकली 250 वर्ड्स रे हमको आंसर करिवार अछि critically analyze the criticism that the Constituent Assembly was not a truly representative body. How far does this criticism affect the legitimacy of the Constitution? So, directly here, okay, representation with our limitations thila, jehetu many of the members are indirectly, elected through provincial assemblies, since the universal annual franchise na thila. So, only small portion of the population se thila, लिमिटेड फ्रैंचाइज थिला यूनिवर्सल एडेड फ्रैंचाइज नथिला जदि पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के देखिबा तले इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस रो डोमिनेंस थिला अराउंड 70% सीट पाखापाखि से माने डोमिनेट करथिले ओके जो प्रिंसली स्टेट्स थिले ताको रिप्रेजेंटेशन हेतिला थ्रू नॉमिनेशन ओके तापरे आफ्टर पार्टीशन मुस्लिम लीग ताको बॉयकॉट कर देला ओके एटा गला लिमिटेशंस इन रिप्रेजेंटेशन से जो पचास क्वेश्चन रे बुझंतु is not truly representative body okay how far this criticism affect the legitimacy of the constitution so second part ta apanara okay strengthening the factors which strengthen its legitimacy okay so eminent scholars thile jo mane diverse fields ru asi thile okay jemti ki baba saheb ambedkar he gale okay jaypal singh he gale out H.C. Mukherjee Frank Anthony and all this okay so 3 years and 166 sittings okay बहुत elaborate discussion है almost 7,500 amendments propose करा इतला ता भितरु 2,400 discuss है तो मैंने बहुत wide debate और consultation करा इतला okay और progressive provisions जोड़ा सब असला जंती की fundamental rights है गला abolition of untouchability weaker sections कबाई जो provisions का दिखा अच्छी ओके तापरे जो इलेक्शन हैला 1951-52 रे तो सेचरे legitimacy was properly reinforced ओके और later on किसी cases भी हेतला कोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट रे so judicial endorsement भी तापरे हैला ओके and widespread public acceptance of the constitution was there okay so एटा 250 words रे अपन को लिखिबार अछि 238 वर्ड काउंट हमर अछि ओके सो ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर प्रिपरेशन एटा डे 2 वाला काली पई जदि हम देखिबा ताले नेक्स्ट अपन को सेलिएंट फीचर्स ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ओके तो ई चैप्टर रे अपन रेडी हे कि रहंतो टुमारो वी विल डिस्कस रिगार्डिंग दिस salient features of the Indian constitution. So I wish you all the best for your preparation for civil services. Namaskar.